Hey, it's Bobby Casada, and welcome to Goose House. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for supporting the podcast as well. Uh, also, today is Memorial Day, Military Monday. So I want to have a little moment of silence for those that we've lost due to the many wars that we've had, or just for the ultra sacrifice. Just have this moment of silence for right now. Thank you. Okay, today's episode is what's your dream sports job? What sport did you love so much that you said, this is what I want to do in that sport? Many of us growing up playing, basketball, football, soccer, so many different sports that, of course, I can't name them all. We tried to do that last episode. But so what is it? What's the one that actually caught your eye and said, I want to do that when I grow up? For me, it was being an athlete. That was the dream job growing up. I wanted to be, play basketball, football. I know many people want to be an athlete. An athlete is something that is the easy one because you're playing and man, I wish I could be playing for the rest of my life and get paid to play. A lot of our stars that you see now, that's what they do. They play so long, they're like, that's all I want. I don't know how to do anything else. That's all I know how to do. Some of us even their driving moment to be an athlete. I remember watching some 30 for 30 special or some ESPN special, and Steve Smith said that. Steve Smith said what he was playing in junior college, and he was going to get cut. He's like, I don't know what else to do. This is all I want to do, and that's it. He played football the whole time, and that's what was driving motivation to play. And now he just does broadcasting. He just does sports. He's a sports analyst on ESPN. So it's something, you might not know at first, but once you start getting through life, you're like, oh wow, this is what I want. And there's many because we don't know what they are. We don't know what the title is. In sports, you hear about GM and coach, and that's kind of it. That's all you really hear. But there's many other ones. So my boy Philip Vatilla, he said broadcasting or announcer for the Padres. Those are some big choices. That stands out too. You got broadcasters that go for like decades of just talking about sports, talk about their team. For the Padres, our Mr. Coleman, a military veteran, he was the broadcaster for many years. He has this quote about hanging a star on that one when it was a great play. It was something that you can relate to. You know who was the one that was the announcer, and every time the games came on, he was the one talking. Every time there was away games, and before we would watch TV where you could see everything, every game, everywhere, you'd hear on the radio. It was his voice. And so it's some of those people, they're Hall of Famers as well. Some of those people become Hall of Famers in their sport that they broadcast or announce because they made a change. They made a huge impact on the sport. Another one I was given for Jerry Salinas. He said, director of player personnel for a football team. His football team is the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm pretty sure that'd be his dream job to do. It's like, hey, I'm able to be on my team, control it, and help it be successful. How cool is that? That you're sitting there controlling, you know, and making your team successful in order to win. You became a part of your team for many years, even not being on the field. That's cool. You got many people as well in that too. Like there's different areas that you can be a part of the sport, of a sport that you love or a team that you love. Myself, going through this whole sports management degree, I'm trying to. I have three. I had three ways that I'm kind of thinking of going. One, yes, the director of player personnel. I can go in those paths and then ultimately be a general manager for a team. But that's not my dream. A sports agent, yeah, I wanted to do that too. So I can help out and do that and be around players and here, let me guide you. Here, let me make sure you get the most out of it. Be on the sport. But ultimately, my dream job is to be an athletic director for a college, a university, because so much goes into that. Because you're trying to mold, you're trying to help out, you're trying to build a community. And that team has players from the past and new players, and you're trying to establish something that becomes like a foundation for that city. Mine is either USD, UCSD, or San Diego State. I want to be an athletic director for one of those three to bring multiple championships in multiple sports to San Diego. That's my dream job. That's what I want to do. That's what I have a passion to say. This is what I brought, the molded. I want to have all the athletic gear all over the place. Have the team, have the schools or school, whichever one happens to be, to have a presence in national media. We've had players come here. We've had players from San Diego go somewhere else when we should have kept them. We have 4 people that won the Heisman Trophy from San Diego. Not many cities can say that. Rashaan Salaam, which I accidentally mentioned last time, he won the Heisman Trophy when he was in Colorado. Ricky Williams, he won it when he was in Texas. Marcus Allen, he won it at USC. And Reggie Bush, he won it as well at USC. 4 players for San Diego. Regardless what other thing happened to them after that, but to win that trophy, to be awarded that trophy, coming from one town but didn't play in your own city, to me that sucks. Like, you couldn't keep this guy here. Nobody wanted this person. Okay, that was a huge mistake. Under my watch, being an athletic director, that won't happen. But that's my dream job. My dream job is to be an athletic director for a college or university and make them successful. Not just sit there in the chair, going to meetings and going through the flow. No, I'll be active. I'll dominate. I'll make a difference. So for the next episode, I'm gonna try to do it a little live. I'm gonna switch this up. I'm gonna do my next episode live, record it, try to put it on the podcast as well, and I'm gonna try to have a guest. So for this next one, I'm gonna leave it open on what you guys want to talk about. What's the subject? Pick one. Pick a subject, a sports subject that you want me to discuss uh, on on sports that you want to say, hey, let's talk about this. What about this? You want to? I want to make this our own version of what you want to enjoy as you're sitting there playing cards and enjoying yourself at a barbecue or driving around the car and be like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me tune in because I want to hear what Bobby got to say or what we were going to talk about and get more in detail and stuff. So hit me up. Thank you for supporting the podcast. Enjoy your day. It's Memorial Day. Spend time with your family, but also, just remember and say a little prayer before you go to bed. Thank you. Just remember the people that we lost, and it's also their family as well. Those people that the families of the fallen. Thank you. Have a good day, good evening, and enjoy your rest of the week. Q out.